couple of months ago, I was diagnosed with PTSD, and I struggle a lot with anxiety. And I think the biggest issue that nobody talks about with anxiety, or at least for me, is not that like I have major panic attacks. Like, okay, they're there, but that's not the biggest issue. I feel like the biggest issue is this like constant feeling, whether you're happy or sad or whatever you're doing, it's just this constant feeling of being on edge. Like you're about to experience something really, really bad, like something really bad is about to happen to you. It's kind of like, you know that you're about to step into like a fighting ring and your opponent is like twice your size and it's gonna like beat the shit out of you, and like you know you're gonna lose. It's kind of like that feeling all the time. And you know, when you do something, it's kind of like you distract yourself momentarily from it, but it's still there in the background. You just don't notice it in that moment. And then it feels like whenever you're not doing something or not distracting yourself with anything, it just comes back, like very strongly. You know what I mean? It just comes back, and it's kind of like you always have to distract yourself with something, or else it's gonna come and bite you in the ass. And I went with this for I had it for quite some time before I actually went to like a therapist and whatever. So I'm like on like anti-anxiety meds, whatever, you know, you take for that. And I've also started therapy. And something that my therapist said that I thought was really like, no, this advice, this is never gonna work. This is not, you know, this is nothing for me. I don't want to do this. It actually worked, right? And I didn't think it would work until I actually implemented it. And like, it's surprisingly, out of all the stuff I've done, it has the biggest effect on me, right? So, number one, if you have some sort of anxiety, I would recommend you just get on medication. Like, I know it might seem like scary and whatever, or you're going on meds and whatever, but like, you know, it works, and it works very well. I'm not gonna tell you what medication, just, you know, ask a doctor or whatever. The one I'm using is called like Sia, you say it in Danish, you say Ciapralax or something. It's some anti-anxiety meds. But, you know, I obviously get on that first because it makes a big difference. Because once you're on it, you know, it's kind of like, it kind of like stabilizes you, so you can kind of take care of your anxiety better. So, you know, before I tell you that's this thing that I've discovered that really works, I need to give you like some education, like some background info. Basically, you have a nervous system, and I know it's boring, whatever, you know, nervous system, what does that mean? You know, that's just too complicated. I don't want to listen, but like, just listen. I want to make it as simple as I can. Your nervous system is not like, you know, I'm not talking about like when you touch yourself, you can like, you know, you touch your arm, you can feel it. I mean like your emotions, right? So your emotions is basically your nervous system, or, you know, same thing, same, whatever. You get what I'm saying, right? So your nervous system and your emotions are like connected, right? And you have like two modes, like two nervous systems, right? You have one nervous system which is kind of like your working nervous system. So by that I mean like when you're eating, or you know, when you're talking to somebody, or when you're playing video games or doing high intensity work, you are working, you're doing something, right? And what this causes to do is it activates your nervous system. It makes it work, you know what I mean? Like, because when you do something, your nervous system has to work with you. So your nervous system kind of like starts firing up, and you kind of start doing stuff like playing video games. It counts as it, like doing high intensity work, but also like small things like even walking or eating something, like that counts because you're technically still doing something that requires some brain power, like just some movement, right? And the thing is, when you have anxiety, your nervous system is already on high alert. So what actually happens is, let's say you play video games, because I like to play video games. That's what I do when I feel anxious, right? Or when I have anything bad, like any bad emotion. So when you play video games and your nervous system is already kind of like on high alert, it makes it worse. And when I first heard this, like my therapist say this, I was like, what are you talking about? That's my distraction, right? Like that's my escape. That's the thing that makes me feel better, right? Like what are you talking about? And I bet you can think of something that you distract yourself with as well. And if I was to tell you, that thing actually makes your anxiety worse, or like it fires up your nervous system, which, you know, your nervous system is already working on high alert and it makes it, you know, work even harder, you'd probably think I'm crazy. Like, what are you talking about? Like, that's the thing that makes me distracted, right? Like, that's what makes me feel better. And that's true, because it's not like in the moment you feel worse, but when you do something, like when you're in a do mode, your brain kind of works on high alert. And then often the effects are not like immediate, they're kind of like prolonged, and only, you know, after you're done, you can kind of feel it, right? But it's not like you can like say, okay, yeah, now I feel significantly worse before I played video games. It's kind of subtle, if that makes sense. And whenever I play video games for too long, like multiple days in a row, I feel more anxious, right? So I think, you know, that part is true. Now the other nervous system that you have is your non-working nervous system, which is basically the nervous system that takes over. You know, it's the same nervous system, but it's kind of like the other mode, like not the work mode, but it's kind of like the other one where you do nothing. So that's literally when you're about to, when you're trying to fall asleep, you're in the nothing mode, right? Like when you're literally doing nothing, like just staring out into like blank space, you know, after you, for example, like ran like really hard and you just sit there and stare, that's your other nervous system. That's basically the do nothing nervous system, like the off switch. And what my therapist told me, and the thing that's really helped me a lot, like surprisingly, is doing nothing, right? And I know that sounds crazy, like what do you mean do nothing? How can I do nothing effectively and get good results? What I mean is go out into nature like I am right now and just sit and do nothing for like 10 to 30 minutes and then go home, right? Like that's fine. Because you know, you might think that, oh, if there's an on and off mode, what is like 10 to 30 minutes of my day gonna make any difference if I spend the other half constantly walking, or Jesus Christ, the wind. So you're probably thinking like, you know, why does that matter? 10 to 30 minutes if the rest of my day I'm always doing something like working, eating, whatever, right? You get the point. You know, it's kind of puzzling me as well, because I think it's not about, you know, oh, are you doing more of not doing something, or are you doing more of doing something? It's more like, you know, they're not equal. Just 30 minutes a day will help you significantly, even if it's just like 10 minutes a day. Even though you're doing something the whole rest of the day, those 10 minutes of just doing nothing makes a big difference. Because when you sit and you do nothing, I don't mean like listen to music or you know like picking the grass and whatever. No, I mean like you actually sit and just stare at like nature for like 10 to 30 minutes every day. It calms you down. Like it calms you down in a way where once you're done with it, you feel extremely grounded, like you feel really present. And it's almost like a noticeable immediate effect where it's kind of like for the rest of the day, you just feel happier. Because I feel like one of the big things with anxiety is you have trouble seeing things like the future getting better, right? Like you kind of struggle with, or at least I do, with kind of like, you know, seeing the end, you know, like seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, like things are gonna get better. You know, it's, you know, this is just a phase. Like that can be difficult to see, but it almost feels like when you sit out into nature, you get so hopeful. Like you realize that like life is actually good. You know what I mean? Like that it's not just bad and anxiety. Like you actually feel great. And there's both an immediate effect and the prolonged effect, because if you manage to do it many days in a row, you just feel better. Like when you wake up, like I swear to God, I'm not even joking, bro. Like after I've been doing this for like a week or so, when I wake up, when I open my eyes, I don't feel that immediate like wave rushing over me of just anxiety, right? Because usually when I open my eyes, like immediately I can feel just like a wave of just like shit feeling rushing over me. But after I've been doing this for a couple of days, like I wake up and I just feel like blissful. Like I open my eyes and I swear to God, I'm like, I don't immediately get overwhelmed by like, oh, life is so shit, life is blah, blah, blah. No, it's kind of like I wake up and I'm like, it's just peace. It's just quiet, right? Because when you allow when you allow your nervous system to go off just for a small part of your day, it's kind of like all that negativity just like, it kind of drains from your whole body and just into the ground, like beneath you. And it just disappears. Like it just like kind of like, just imagine like an aura inside of your body, just going from your body and then all the way down into the ground and away from you. And I don't know why. There's probably some scientific like explanation, like, oh, these and these and these chemicals or whatever. But it's good and it works. Now another thing, for a long time I've been going to the gym, right? I hope you can tell, right? Like I've been going to the gym for quite many, like a couple of years, but I had to stop because of a shoulder injury. And only recently I've started again in the gym, and I started in the gym around the same time where I started going outside into nature like I am now, and just sitting and doing nothing. So I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I also think just going to the gym was a part of the reason why I'm feeling better, right? I'm not just gonna, leave out the important facts. So I also recommend that, on the side of just doing nothing in nature, you go and like literally go exercise, whether it's cardio or weightlifting or whatever. Try to just build like a workout program and try to be consistent with it. And it's kind of like those two things combined makes me feel good. And I still play video games, right? I still have a job that I hate, like a full-time job. But like, it's kind of like, it's just better, man. And I know it's not like the all-be solution to everything, because, there's a lot of other work, and I only recently started with therapy. But this is something that's like really helped me. And I hope this can help you as well, if that makes sense. See you.